Cody's Caravan, we are live in beautiful Jamestown today, where we just happened to come across a train. Next stop, Embarcadero, Daly City. Come for us with a ride. We'll tell you how this got here coming up. It's an incredible story.
You know, you got to wonder how many people, Cody, unintentionally slept in a BART car like after a night out, and now they can do it on purpose.
I meant to be in Concord. I
That's
woke
right.
up in San Leandro. I don't know what happened.
That old story.
That old
story. It happens all the time.
Yeah. All right.
Looking forward to that,
Cool.
Cody.
This is so cool.
That is very cool. Very cool. Can't wait to see inside. All right. Thanks, Code.
Vintage car from the BART's retired train fleet is now getting a second life, this time as an Airbnb.
I'm so intrigued. So Cody is taking the Caravan to Jamestown to find out how this idea is turning into a reality.
I honestly, I'm gobsmacked. There it is. There's the train.
Look at
There
that.
it is. You're looking at a
Cool.
train.
Yeah.
I know. It's the coolest. This is Jesse, who's working on the project right here. And this is Michael, who's big dreams. Big dreams, Michael. So let me ask you guys. I'm fascinated by the logistics of all this. But how did this start, Michael?
Honestly, I filled out some forms online. Yeah, Bart put out this whole proposal process and took like a whole year. And fast forward, here we are.
I think this is incredible. Incredible. Yeah. Okay, Jesse, we got a lot of work that you've done here to get this thing here in place. Just impress them real quick with just getting it on the rails.
Okay, so we had to take some pretty heavy-duty engineering and dig out big, giant holes for these footings for each one of these tracks. These holes are 10 feet by 6 feet by 4 feet deep, filled with big, heavy-duty steel. Then had to cut these big giant tracks down and mount them with some heavy duty bolts, and then, if you could see, weld the tracks to the rail tires welded on there. We had a lot of help from a lot of local contractors to help us get this far. It's been fun so far. I can't wait to see how much more fun we're gonna have.
I was about to say, it has to be a blast for you. Like you're playing with a giant train set.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah, exactly. Definitely a blast. Every time we drive out here, kind of look at it and still in awe every time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so a little thing about this piece of property. Let's walk over here real quick to show them. So you found a piece of property. You were looking for the proper space for it, but you found this one right next to the train tracks.
Yeah, you know, they sometimes say you don't want to build your house next to the train track, but I was like, how close can we get?
You got right there.
Yeah.
And that's a working line.
Yeah, it's a working line. It's run by the Sierra Northern folks, and it connects to Railtown here in Jamestown, which is a lovely place to go and fun place to go. So we can wave to them, they can wave to us.
And by the way, that has happened. Matter of fact, you were telling me the first day that the train actually stopped because they were like, what is that?
Yeah. First day after we moved here, the Sierra Northern, I think it's like a supply train came by, came to a screeching halt. So they honk every time we're here.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm hoping that that train will go by while we're here this morning. Okay, we're going to take you inside, and then we'll tell you about the whole dream of what the big project is going to be finalized about. But I'm telling you, there's a train. There's a BART train in Jamestown.
Does anybody else feel like it's got like a bit of a Star Wars feel to it?
Oh, yeah.
The look of the train, the
Little
shape
bit.
and everything.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Cool. Thank you, Code.
It's a unique Airbnb that's got a little flavor from the Bay Area, and we've been geeking out about it all morning long.
Cody and the Caravan are in Jamestown to show us more. Code, normally you drive the Caravan, but this morning you're an engineer.
That's right. I'm taking the relaxed train to Jamestown this morning. By the way, have you guys seen this new musical, Wicked? I guess it's brand new. There's like a poster for it right there on the train.
Oh, man.
Just the signage is in here is incredible. Okay, so I've been ear hustling. You two are actually working on the project right now as I speak. Yeah. It's kind of fun listening to like the dreams. You're like, well, we can do this, we can do that.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of things to figure out. Like we're actually trying to see if we could tap into the onboard electrical, this is the circuit board and everything. just to get the lights and the doors working, right? You got to get the doors working, right? So
yeah, that's a big seller.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
the doors
yeah.
opening up, that would be great. That would be so great. Okay, so we're on the 1, 2, 3, 4 right now, but this wasn't the first train that you were looking at. You were looking at a different train.
no, first time I went out to the BART yard, I looked at train 1231. For some reason, it was brought out and set aside, and I said, well, that's cool because the numbers of my kids' birthdays all fit in that. And so late in the afternoon, I get home, I emailed my guy at BART, Brian, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. And he's like, oh, that's the one we recycled this afternoon.
The
Yeah.
reason why it was brought out.
Yeah, exactly. Can I interest you in a 1, 2, 3, 4? So what kind of shape was this in when you got it?
Well, the guys at BART said, hey, this is one of the better ones we've seen. So I said that was great. And the floor's been rebuilt. You know, the seats are the plastic. It's not the old cloth that everybody remembers. It's in good shape. It smells fine to me.
Smells good. Yeah, it smells good.
Yeah. It was in good shape. I mean, you know, there was some cleanup to do still for sure. But yeah, we're pretty happy with it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Jesse, let's break this down.
All right.
All right. We're on the train right now. What's the next project? What's the next thing you're going to tackle?
Well, I think cleaning it up, making it sure that you know all the seats are well sanitized, and then everything is ready for us to start construction on the back half of the train, which is going to be a bedroom and some bunk beds and a coffee bar and a little bathroom. Yeah. So that's where I'm going to come in full force and do some of the main construction part of it. I know that in the front we're going to keep a lot of it original, so people really get to enjoy what it feels like to sit on a BART train.
Yeah.
You know, that was commissioned in the 70s.
This is so neat. I'm telling you, this is so neat. So there's going to be a little building on the outside, right?
Yeah, so I think we have a house right around 1,000 square feet that was all designed by Michael and his engineer and architect, Juliet. And, you know, I came in on the project and took a look at it and realized that I desperately wanted to be a part of it, just based off of the architecture of the house. It was something that I hadn't built before, and I always enjoy a challenge. So one of the kind of cooler things in this house that is dated in and of itself, the idea of it, but I kind of really like it, is it has a sunken room. So you drop down, I think 18 inches or so, and you get to enjoy like that 70s style sunken little entertaining room that has big windows, so you'll be able to enjoy the view of the BART train too.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. All right, we got some more stories to tell you coming up from train number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get on the other one.
Right.
That one's been recycled. Get on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fun stuff. Thank you, Cody.
Thanks, Cody.
Okay, you know Cody is very curious, but maybe we underestimated how curious he is. Just a little bit.
Yeah, so this morning he's hanging out at a BART train that is being converted into an Airbnb, and he's doing something that most people never live to talk about. He's seeing the underside of a train.
Is this a good idea?
Yeah. When do you get to see that? Yeah, that's a dangerous thing if they're going on the tracks, but you can do that here. Okay, so we figured out the best way to do this is to have a third camera. So we've got this little guy right here that we're going to take underneath the train right here so you can see stuff. You ready to give us a tour?
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So what are we looking at right here?
Yeah. So this is the horn that goes boop boop. Right. Yeah. And there's so many components down here: air conditioning, all the electrical stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you put all the air conditioning stuff and the electrical stuff inside the train, there wouldn't be a place for you to sit.
Yeah. And then
What's this?
This is the coupler
The coupler?
that links up to the next train car.
Ooh.
So it could swing back in when you're not using it.
That's cool.
It's the whole thing.
That's very cool. Okay, we're still looking at the undercarriage here. That's what it looks like under there. Look at all that stuff. Yeah. Who knew? Who knew that all that stuff was in there? Okay, I want to come over here and show you this thing. So what is this thing with this weird little handle that's
This paddle is what makes contact with that electric third rail.
That's the third rail.
Yep, and it powers the entire thing when the train is running. It's like 1,000 volts or something crazy like that.
That's cool. Yeah. I couldn't be that close to the third rail if I was at a thing.
On any other day, no.
Look at all all that under there. That is wild. Did you know a lot about trains before you bought this?
I've learned a lot since, and there's still plenty of people that'll put me to shame, but I'm trying to catch up.
I don't blame you. Having a partner like Jess, like
Yeah.
this is the thing. You got to find the right guy. And I think this is the perfect man for this job. Absolutely. If people want to get in touch with you with Longway, what do they need to do, brother?
Well, you can go online and look up lingerie.construction.com. The website's in the making, and you can get my number, my email from there if you want to make contact. Or you can follow me at Lingerie Construction on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I wanted to lead you into that, because that's how we found out about you, your Instagram thing. But we didn't realize that was the first video you ever put on there was this.
So my business, I launched my business in April 21, and it was out of necessity. You know, with the pandemic, people were losing jobs, and I was one of them. And I was ready to go. So my wife, she was kind enough to help me get a website started and an Instagram and a Facebook, and I kind of just stayed busy doing work. And I'm not a social media person by any means, but I'm learning. So I posted that first video, and it got a lot of traction, and people really liked looking at it. So,
Like how much traction?
oh, I think we're at like I don't know, 440,000 views or something like that.
His first video.
Yeah.
That's incredible. But you guys are going to keep up with the project on that, right?
Yeah, so we have a couple different ideas. I think that we're gonna do photos, obviously, but I think we're gonna find a place that we're gonna set a GoPro camera, and when we do bigger sections of the construction, for instance, when we dig the foundation out, when we pour the foundation, and when we start framing and siding and all these different things, we're gonna have a time lapse video. And we're going to have it so people can see the entire progress, and we'll be posting those things as they come, and including the inside. When we start moving into the BART train itself, we're going to show the disassembly progress and what our goals are.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, coming up in the next segment, you have to use your imagination just a little bit, but they're going to explain to us what it's going to look like on the inside. That's all coming up. Back to you guys.
All right, that was cool,
was
Cody.
cool.
Yeah.
Undercarriage cam.
Yeah, we get to see the bottom of a
We're looking for
train.
a sponsor for Undercarriage cam. If you would like to sponsor it, just let us know.
I see some issues. We'll talk about it later. Thanks, Cody. Okay, so there's soon going to be a place in the foothills where you can stay and have you feeling like you're riding a train in the Bay Area.
Probably more comfortable than that once
Much
they're
more.
all done with
Much
it.
more
Cody took the Caravan to Jamestown this morning to give us a look at a BART train car that's being converted into an Airbnb.
Okay, we're inside the train right now. I want to know what's going to happen. What this is going to turn out to be. Jesse, with Longway Constructions, you're on this project.
Yes.
You're building this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, right now, it's just a train. What's going to happen here?
Well, I think the first thing that's going to happen is a big, deep clean. If anybody's concerned about how clean it's going to be, we're going to make sure that it is deeply cleaned. And in the back section of the train, we're going to take out these seats, and we're going to turn this into a little bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah. And then outside the bedroom, there's going to be a small bathroom for people to, freshen up. And then moving out here, we're going to have a bunk bed system right in here. And then somewhere, I'll have to look at the plans to confirm, we're going to have a wet bar for coffee. And the whole front is going to pretty much stay how it is, so you really get the feel for being in a BART train. Yeah.
All right, you stay here. We're going to go down to the front of the train and meet Michael. So you really want to preserve, the train, but you want to have it so it's functional and fun.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's not a lot of these left. A lot of them just got recycled. So when we were thinking about it, really wanted to kind of keep the look and feel. So the front 1/3 of the train where we are is mostly going to stay intact. But we're going to do some fun things, like some of these seats face each other, and it'd be fun to, take out the middle one and put in an arcade machine in the middle, right?
Yes.
So you could play with it. And then the fun part, of course, is if you go into the driver's cab.
Yes, let's go in the driver's cab.
Yeah, and this we definitely want to keep intact. You could sit on it, and what I am going to figure out is how do we hook up the buttons on the controls so that when we push it, it'll hear sounds like doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors, or
Mind the gap.
or the famous boop boop that BART does. But softer, not so loud for the neighbors.
This is incredible. Okay, so how long do you think before it's all done?
We are shooting to finish by the end of the year, and Jesse's been moving things along. So yeah, end of the year.
Oh, that is going to be incredible. Incredible. Can we come back?
Yeah.
What is that?
You guys are welcome back.
Excellent. We're definitely coming back. So there you go. That's the dream of how the BART train got here and what they're going to do with it. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Code. Good stuff.